This year we've watched the rolling hills of Cumberland County begin to take the shape of a massive motorsports park known as Flatrock. Here is a recap of everything we know so far about this new racetrack being built in East Tennessee. Opening date, spring 2023. Things can happen and dates can budge, but so far Flatrock has been pretty solid on spring 2023 for their grand opening. It could still slide because Tennessee weather is about as predictable as quantum particles, so fingers crossed that we'll have events to attend by the time summer rolls around. Nearly 6 miles of track. This thing is long.
That's what she said!
There will be multiple configurations, with the longest grand course being 5.9 miles. That will give Flatrock one of the longest courses in North America, second only to Spring Mountain in Nevada. Of course, not all of it will be available off the bat. The club circuit will open first in 2023, and the Grand Prix track will complete the layout sometime in 2024. It ain't Bristol Speedway. When most people hear Tennessee and motorsports in the same sentence, they think NASCAR, dirt tracks, drag strips. Flatrock is definitely not that. It is a country club for high-end car owners. If you look at the Motor Club website, which I've linked in the description, you'll see plans for a hotel, fine dining, winery, cigar lounge, condos, clubhouses, and a whole bunch of other expensive things. So what does that mean for membership costs? In an earlier video I joked that if you have to ask you can't afford it, but I think I hit the nail on the head with that one. They are not publicly releasing the cost of memberships. Now if you're in the have to ask category like me, don't despair, just watch the next item on the list. Track days for the public! This is one of the most asked questions, so I'll cover it again. Yes, the general public will get to play at Flatrock. It is a private club built with private money, so most of the calendar year and amenities are reserved for members. But there are certain days of the year where they will rent out the track to other motorsports clubs, and those clubs sell spots to drivers. You don't need any special license or a race car to sign up with these clubs either. Just a helmet and a car that isn't falling apart. And a driver's license. Gin Track Days has already confirmed a date in the works, and I hear Just Track It is working on it as well. I imagine there will be others, but they will be very limited in the first year. My advice, keep an eye on their schedules and sign up early because these will sell out fast. Motorcycles! Yes, you will be able to hit the track on 2 wheels. This is a big deal because a lot of consideration has to be made for a track to be safe for motorcycle racing. Requirements for runoffs, barriers, curbing, and elevation changes are a lot different for bikes. Flatrock has designed the GP section of their course to be FIM
Fédération Internationale de Motocyclisme
compliant, meaning not only can motorcycle riders take their bikes here, but there can also be sanctioned racing. Karting! So this one has been known since the dawn of time, pretty much, but yes, there will be a substantial purpose-built karting track. And we're not talking go-karts at the Family Fun Center. These are competition karts that can hit highway speeds. Expect the kart track to open at or around the same time as the club itself. Sanctioned Racing! Not all racetracks are actually racetracks, meaning not every track meets the strict requirements of the various sanctioning bodies that allow competition events. But Flatrock has an FIA Grade 2 certification, which means they could possibly host events like Indy GP in the future. This won't happen right away, of course, because there are a lot of things besides the track itself that have to be completed before Flatrock can host those big spectator events. There is no strict sound limit. That's right, Cumberland County does not impose a sound limit. That's not to say Flatrock can't impose their own, but they are not currently required to. The hours of operation will be limited, so there won't be cars on track at night or early in the morning. There will also be quiet hours on Sunday out of respect for the nearby church. It's not in Knoxville! I see a lot of media outlets claiming this track is in Knoxville. True, Knoxville is the nearest medium-sized city, but it's actually a good 45 minutes away. Kind of like our airport. I will say it's closer to Knoxville than any track with Atlanta in the name is to actual Atlanta. But let's give the towns of Westall and Rockwood credit, since it is in their backyard. So, those are the things we know going into the opening year. I'll leave you with some shots of where things are now. The grading on the club track is nearly complete, and the tunnels that will go under the track are under construction. All year I've been skeptical as to how much of what they have planned was feasible in such a short time, but there are no sign that Flatrock is scaling back. Did I miss something, or do you know something I don't? Leave me a comment and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this.
Thank you for watching.